Hello everyone, this is Douglas Plays here. So, Douglas Plays here. We're going to be grinding for some extra lives in Kirby's Dream Course. Now, I'm going to tell you what we did in the long weekend. Not only I've been busy decluttering, Mum and I worked very hard to declutter my bedroom. There was long cords strewn throughout the bedroom. My inventory closet was getting hoarded with all kinds of items, so we spent some time and decluttered the inventory cupboard, and now it looks really fine. So we also been decluttering the linen cupboard, so the drill was usual. I got everything out from the top shelf of the cupboard, and Mum and I were sorting through all kinds of sheets and pillowcases. So what we did was kept winter pillowcases on the top shelf, and also kept some summer pillowcases. So like I said, I was about to say is we've managed to keep some summer pillowcases up on the top shelf, as well as winter, and stacking some big towels on that top shelf. Mum and I also decluttered the bedroom shelf, which is white and tall and unstable. But don't worry, we're going to get someone to install some stronger shelves in my bedroom. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. I apparently, or lately, been learning some Japanese thanks to an app called Duolingo. So, what I'm going to say is mizu, water, sushi, sushi, and ocha, green tea. And not only that, I've also finished rebuilding the Lego Super Mario World set. My mother says, "Hi Douglas, hi Mom." Because throughout our lives, throughout today, we've been working very hard to ensure that our house is really safe and accessible. So, what was in my TV drawer was all kinds of, hoarding items and unnecessary cords there. We got a bunch of baskets that we ordered from Big W. And we use it we use these baskets to place my all kinds of video game consoles from my bedroom and into the inventory closet. I've also got one bag of paper bags to take to some Vinnies. Also, we did some decluttering of the tea towel drawer. Yeah, we even decluttered the tea towel drawer. Okay. I've also been listening to some Kirby music on my Switch too, whilst rebuilding Super Mario World, the Lego set. Hi, Mom. Oh yeah. The reason I'm learning some Japanese is because my sister is taking me on a holiday to Japan. There's going to be Super Nintendo World Amusement Park. There's going to be a Nintendo museum. So, in last year's my reaction video to Nintendo Museum is that there's a machine in the Nintendo Museum that throws ping pong balls, and you gotta hit those ping pong balls for you to reveal a name of each Nintendo character. I mean, that's really fun, right? And they also boost a cafe area and a activity area. So I've also met someone new here today when I came here. Me, my worker, and my client were talking about going to Japan. This is it in Japan, or Japanese. Melissa also says, "Hello, Douglas." Hi. Douglas. Hi from Sammy. She's teaching at the moment, so she'll watch your stream later. That's a very good compromise there, Mom. Thanks. Now how I... So, here's a concept about grinding for extra lives. In Kirby's Dream Course, you can't get an extra life if you've played more than one shots. However, if you happen to clear a hole within one go, you'll earn an extra life. Earning extra lives in Kirby's Dream Course is not easy. It's going to be really tricky depending on the game's situation. Well, I just happened to get lucky. My sister says, I remember playing this game when I was a kid. Oh, really, Mel? Was it fun and challenging? Do you remember playing, do you remember versing each other into player mode? By the way, in two-player mode of Kirby's Dream Course, there's about a mere 4 courses to play from in multiplayer. See, there's Wispy Woods, Gordo, Kracko, Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. Excuse me. Oh, now I remember. I have been playing this game for years. I used to get really upset every time I lose. We'll hit the switch that drains the water. Ah! Holy shot put! Hey, cool! A silver medal! Yeah! To go back to... Never mind. Ah! My mistake! I had 13 lives so far, and I went back to the main menu, and when I came back here, it caused the extra lives to reset to 2. So, you know what? We'll keep grinding for more lives before fighting King dedede. You're doing really well today. I really love the console retro portable games I still have. It's full of arcade games, though unfortunately some arcade games work and other arcade games don't. Both the Sega and Super Nintendo games on that arcade emulator works like a dream. Also, what I've noticed in the retro consoler, or consoler retro or whatever, that there's an alphabetical list of NES games in the Super Famicom screen. And in the NES screen, there's a list of Famicom games on the NES screen. It's a little confusing. See, I've made my second shot in Kirby's Dream Course, and therefore you can't get a 1-up. If you want to earn a 1-up, you gotta clear a hole within one go. You can't... Oh. You're doing really well today. Well, thanks, Mom. Now, if I can remember correctly, Waddle Dees are orange, not red. So I think I can... Ooh. Ooh. The graphics in this game are really good. Yes, they are. There are stars, a moon in the pool, and... Is that Saturn? Well, I can only try to get a hole-in-one in every hole, but... So, in case... So it's normal errands day for me and Dee tomorrow. So I was thinking that maybe my support worker and I could go to Bunnings to get some kind of a linen hook to hang our dusters and everything. Though, sad news, this YouTuber from Blue Television Games is still, sick, and, I think he's been sick since previous, Sunday. But the good news is, next Sunday, there might be a, Mario Maker 2 stream. I love Bunnings. I've shopped there so much that I practically live there. Oh. That's a little crazy. Vegan Dude Gaming says, "No way! I didn't expect you to mention Darby." I also watch him. Oh! Really, Vegan Dude Gaming? Well, my mother has advised me to not mention names as it might endanger lives around us. So I can only say support worker, YouTuber, celebrity. I even listen to I even listened to him on Retro Night while I rebuild some previous Lego sets. Our garage is literally full of Lego. Well, we got basic Lego pieces from the 80s and 90s, but we've got a garage full of Lego. Although also my mother. Oh, okay. I was talking about. Oh, okay. I was talking about him. Oh, do you still want to talk about him? Cool. Now, I'm going to attempt to fluke another hole-in-one in this hole. It's fine to mention celebrities and YouTubers by name if you're saying something positive. So, for as long as I can remember, I've been listening to Darby on Retro Night while I rebuild a bunch of Lego sets. He's got this emulator with a endless list of games to pick from. Sometimes good luck. Come on, don't touch the ground, don't touch the... Ooh! That was close. I believe Douglas created his channel because he was inspired by Darby on Blue Television Games. Just a tiny shot, just to make it worthwhile. Tiny shot. Oh, and by the way, Vegan Dude, gaming. If you want some extra lives, you have to be sure that you clear a hole within one go. If you played more than one shot, then you can't get an extra life. Anyway, there might be some obstacles like Gordos, a pit of spikes, and even poorly timing the high jump copyability in some courses. If you take damage from a Gordo, that's one tomato gone. So if you've used up all 4 of your tomatoes, you will lose a life. That's why it's important to grind for extra lives so that you can eventually defeat the final boss and watch the ending. Ah, I overshot it. the retro games I've been playing on my consoler retro is Marco's Magic Football for the Game Gear, Marco's Magic Ball for the Super NES. I've got Arrow the Acrobat on the Super NES emulator. Did you know that a few years ago I've been playing this game called Lego Dimensions? You place Lego characters and their micro vehicles and creatures on this toy pad that brings them to life in the game. And it's packed full of talented voice vocals. Thanks for the tips on the game. Well, when I was a toddler, it was my first time playing this game. I kind of made a butt of myself, and my mother had to confiscate it. But here today, I've grown up so much and more mature. Vegan Dude Gaming says, "Oh, I've heard of that a little. I saw videos on Sonic download content, but that's cool to hear more about Lego Dimensions." Yeah, so in Lego Dimensions, there's this antagonist named Lord Vortek. That's named Lord Vortek. Now, I think I might have to use improv to memorize the story. So the story is this. Well, it's been years since I played Lego Dimensions on the Wii U, but even with improv, I can't memorize the story because anyway, moving on. My favorite level in Lego Dimensions is the Ghostbusters world. I do have the Lego figurines and their micro equipment out of Lego to capture ghosts. I even get to mix female Ghostbusters with the original. Oh yeah, now I remember. Lord Vortek threatens to take over each dimensions and worlds. Unfortunately, when he accidentally grew into a Titan-sized bad guy, then back to normal again, he said it to himself that his dedication of work has taken its toll. So he just thinks to himself, there's another way though. So he just found this random spot and summoned some kind of giant gate or some kind of tower behind him. And he's like, I can now control all of the dimensions. So there's a countless list of Lego Dimension characters for me to play as on the Wii U version of Lego Dimensions. Today, unfortunately, every vehicle, every creature has been mishmashed into one bag, and I could have just listened to my mother's advice about putting the Lego characters and their micro animals and equipment and everything back in their original boxes, so that the pieces don't mishmash altogether. But it's really fun that I remember playing Lego Dimensions at first. It was a very fun adventure game. There's DC Comics, there's Lord of the Rings, there's Ghostbusters, like I said. Which is very fun. Oh, and there was also a Portal Lego World, as well as Simpsons. But man, it's very sad that I missed out on trying out the Lego Batman level in Lego Dimensions, because I had to risk erasing almost everything on my old Nintendo Wii U. So when I finally started playing the game, I was lucky enough to make some more progress. But the third and umpteenth time, I was unfortunately misfortunate to play Lego Dimensions from scratch. I could have honestly decided to play Lego Dimensions on the PlayStation 4 or the discontinued Nintendo Wii. Yikes! Literally overshot it. Oh no! Indeed, oh no. Just a tiny shot. I was really devastated that I had to play Lego Dimensions from the first level, and that made me give up on playing the game. Anyway, that was the Toys to Life era that I grew up with. Oh! Alright, moving on. When I was growing up in... let's just say, when I was growing up in Cessnock, I just happened to... Now, what am I going to talk about now? Something made of cardboard and string and rubber bands. Oh yeah, when I was growing up in Cessnock, I came across this this Nintendo product called Nintendo Labo for the Nintendo Switch. Not only you play a game called Nintendo Labo, but you get to build and fold objects and vehicles out of cardboard. And there's so many boxes of Nintendo Labo too countless to know. There was a submarine, there was a car, there was an airplane, there was a house which allows you to look after a virtual pet. There was like I said, there's so many Nintendo Labo lists too countless to memorize, but I've had a lot of fun just making and folding these arts and crafts. It was very fun. So Vegan Dude Gaming says, I never had Nintendo Labo, but I do know it a little. I know they revived ideas and assets from it into Game Builder Garage. Well, I remember watching the Labo trailers and videos about the different sets. Oh, tell me more. So my mother says, I remember the Nintendo Labo robot. He was really cool. Yeah, I remember crafting and folding this beastly backpack to play as the robot, but sadly, it was meant for kids slash. It was meant for tweens. No wonder I was struggling to put that Labo backpack on. Every time I watch oh yeah. Every time I watch a reaction video from Darby, he gets his pet dog named Goomba and sort of does this. Also, he also says if Goomba, for an example, deserves some yummy dog snacks. Yum 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 yum. My favorite line from Darby would be, he's got moves. He has moves! Oh, speaking of Nintendo Labo, they're bringing out a cardboard version of the Virtual Boy accessory. I bet you didn't know that, Mr. Vegan Dude Gaming. Did I say gaming? Vegan Dude Gaming. Now, to talk about um, Game Builder Garage. I did play that game on the Switch, but to me, it was unfortunately a edutainment tool. I just want to make a bunch of games on that game, but it didn't interest me, so I gave the game to my sister Sammy. Just a moment. Vegan Dude Gaming says, Game Builder Garage reused some of the 3D models of Nintendo Labo. I think the pet alien and the person, it goes more into the coding aspects. No, I do know what the Virtual Boy was, but I didn't know they were kind of bringing it back. Wow. So Vegan Dude Gaming, where is spelt WERA. If I go to the course selection now, my number of lives will be reduced to 2 again. Sorry, I mistyped. Well, that's okay. If we made a mistake, then we can learn from it. So on my consoler retro handheld console that I've got at home, they've got a list of N64 games, though unfortunately it's laggy and glitchy. I know, I was just typing fast, but thanks for trying to help me with spelling. Well, that's okay, because we're a team after all. We are friends and family. My god, it's 2:07 p.m. Hey, James, do you want me to pack up? Oh, I just noticed you are at 100 subs now. Yeah! Thanks very much for noticing. Anyway, this is a good time for me to say goodbye for today and pack up. I would love to thank my mother for tuning in. I also like to thank my sister for tuning in. And I also like to thank Vegan Dude Gaming for also tuning in and listening to me. We've had a fun time this year. We've had a blast. So my mom says 100 subs. Wow. Great. So anyway, bye everyone. Sayonara. Oh, cha, green tea. Mizu, water. Great stream, Douglas. Ah, thanks, Mom.